It has been over a month since the crazy conclusion to the Dandadan arc. Karan finally confesses his love for Momo. A mysterious man named Saint Germain enters the story and seems to be a collector of magical items and trinkets. And the Dandadan is revealed to be an actual attainable thing. Dandadan is real! Which is blew the minds of many people, including myself. The arc ended with more questions, and the month-long hiatus that came following that one chapter left the fan base itching for answers. One question that needs an immediate answer is how the fuck is Momo going to get back to her normal size? In chapter 166, Yokinobu-san gives us our answer. Finally! Fairies. Those tiny fighting magical creatures you've probably seen in various media such as Tinkerbell or Fairy Godmother from Cinderella. So how the hell are fairies the key to getting Momo back to her actual size? I asked that same question myself. So I decided to research the lore on fairies to see what connection they have to Momo being able to return back to normal. For those who may not know, fairies are mythical beings often depicted in a human-like form and with wings, but they can take the forms of other creatures like gnomes, leprechauns, and banshees. Fairies exist in many different cultures like Celtic, Slavic, and they are often portrayed as either benevolent protectors of nature or malevolent tricksters. Fairies are known to have these abilities in the folklores: flight, visibility, shapeshifting, creating illusions, manipulating nature, able to heal or curse, the gift of foresight, time manipulation, and telekinesis. Stories that involve fairies often have them tricking or luring humans, specifically kids, into worlds that seems fantastic compared to their world, but turns into something worse than where they came from. These stories often teach the challenges of navigating different worlds and respecting other cultures and other people's differences, and represents personal growth for the characters affected. After researching this, my brain began connecting the dots, and I believe that we've already seen evidence of an actual fairy in the previous arc, and it was the main antagonist that was named Fairy Tale Card.
That's no good.
The Fairy Tale Card was a yokai, the main antagonist of the Dandadan arc. It created a pocket dimension inside of the Dandadan, which was a diorama or like the cursed trunk. And inside the diorama, there were tons of items and locations, and it was a world that looks amazing, different compared to reality. And it was very enticing for anyone to go in. They get lost in it. It had like monsters, but it also had like special like different like characters and everything like that in it. Somehow the Fairy Tale Card got trapped in its own creation, and so it's been trying to lure people into it so it can find a way to escape from it. One case of this was the old man in the beginning of the arc. He was actually trapped into there like a little kid, reminiscent of like Jumanji, if you know what that movie is. The yokai Fairy Tale Card could also manipulate humans as well with its abilities. It had the power to possess Unji to become the umbrella boy to escape the dimension once once it was unsealed. It also used its buds, which was like cards, to take away or harm the human senses, like take away eyes, the ears, or stuff like that. More importantly, the Fairy Tale Card can place curses on humans, and one such curse was on Momo that caused her to be small, and that was when she decided to eat something inside the game, which at first caused her to get trapped and be left behind as the place deteriorate. And when she was finally free, it kept her the small size that she is now. And I don't think that the Fairy Tale Card is a fairy just because it's in its name, but mainly because the revealed in one of the previous chapters that the Dandadan is like this really attainable thing that, and it just really feels like everything that has happened in the story so far in Dandadan is connected. So it's not hard to believe that a Japanese yokai would share or even possibly be connected to fairies that are known in Western folklore. So that's all the information that I've researched and found about fairies, how they are a possible key to getting Momo back to her normal size, and what evidence we already seen fairies being in Dandadan already. So far, we're about a couple of chapters where we've seen the gang or going to the library to find some information about it, and Momo've already seen a fairy in the shape of a gnome that seems to be really tricky. It's going to make it difficult for her to find. And we've already seen some high school girl at the school looking for Momo, which I found very interesting. And it could be evidence of the fairies manipulating the little girl because she knows that Momo is small for some reason. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I really do like Dandadan, so I'm going to make some more stuff. If you like this video, hit the like button. Let me know what you think of, like, the whole series. How do you think this art will go? And thank you for watching.